Well, welcome back. You've completed phase one of the Building a Faith Statement assignment. You've read through Luke, Acts, and Hebrews. You've found the passages that dealt with angels, and you've gave an interpretation of those passages. And now you're ready to take each book and come up with categories, ideas, thoughts that you found from those books. Phase two is the place where you begin to systematize what you found in phase one. So phase one, you were getting the raw material, the biblical passages. Now in phase two, you're going to take each book, Acts, Luke, Acts, and Hebrews, and you're going to still treat them individually, but you're going to begin to categorize. What do you see, what do you find about angels in the book of Luke? So you're not going just verse by verse, but you're going kind of category by category. So you may have a section that says appearance, and you write about what do angels appear, what do they look like in the book of Luke. You may deal with a section on function, what are angels doing in the book of Luke, in the book of Acts, in the book of Hebrews. This will be the chance where you begin to shape the biblical material into a faith statement form, but you're still dealing with each book. We do this for the purpose of being true to what each book says. Each book, the book of Luke, for instance, is a complete thought in its own right. All of the books of the Bible put together creates a complete thought, but we want to treat each book on its own terms. So you want to be able to say, here's what I learned from the book of Luke about angels, or the book of Hebrews about angels, and you'll create that document. Once you've done that, you'll be ready to sit down and synthesize all three books in phase three. But for phase two, you're going to turn in a paper that has three sections. One section is the book of Luke, and there'll be subsections as you've determined things like, what do angels look like? What are angels doing? What type of interactions have angels had with humans? Those types of issues. And there's no fixed categories, but I would encourage you at this point to go look at the textbook, read the chapter on angels. You can begin to see some ideas about angels. Remember, though, you need to stick with Luke, Acts, and Hebrews. You're not to run to other books in Scripture to come up with what angels are. So you won't be able to say everything there is to say about angels. You're only saying what these three books say. And the reason we're just doing the three books is to help you to feel what it's like to work within a whole book, to say, what does this book say on its own terms, without just running to a finished product like the textbook. So remember that as you work, and as you read through the textbook, you're getting the finished product with the textbook, but you're working on how to do that in this project. So phase two is now you're beginning to categorize what you found about angels from the various passages and synthesize it into a systematic framework. You'll also want to still give your verse references. So if you say angels appear this way, you can put what passage you find that in within the book of Luke or Acts or Hebrews as you write out each book. So continue to work away on the project. I hope you're having a good time doing it. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to your facilitator. Have a great time working on phase two of Building a Faith Statement.